mistake. So anyway, I'm sorry I'm late. We've been driving all day to try to get out here to New Mexico. We've driven from Amarillo, Texas, to near Grants, New Mexico. And okay, so the notifications went out. Okay, we got one person here. Woohoo! Let's see. I don't have my glasses. I'm gonna have to get Carolyn to get my glasses. Carolyn, can you get my glasses? Let's see. We got Oscar, Roy, Briar Rose, Cowboys, and Mom. Let me get my glasses here. Oh, that's better. Okay, yeah, we got, let's see. Okay, and then so Kate and Christine and Stephanie and Harry. Hello, Harry. Tim and Judy and Dustin and Jerry. Okay, all kinds of technical difficulties. Okay, we've had some problems here. I'm back. Wayne's here. Kenneth. Hey, we're all from East. Okay, so anyway, I'm in New Mexico right now. We've driven from Amarillo and we barely made it in time. Ran all kinds of problems. I mean, the wind is just crazy how windy it is when you're heading east or west. Let's see, Katie's here, and Benny and Mary. Good to see everyone. And I can already see the sun's going to roast me. It's only 80 degrees here, so it's only 80 degrees here, so but you can see that beautiful hill cliff there. Just huge rock formations here. We're just let's see, we're near Grants, New Mexico. Let's see who we got. Iowanawa. Yeah. Marcinia Price, Lynn, Sheila's here, breaking up bad. Okay, well, I do apologize about that. I'm not sure what to do about it. Is everybody having problems? Anyway, I mean, I don't think I'll be able to stay on very long today. Hello, Kathy. I'm in Manchester, Connecticut. So anyway, I got my fastest internet. We tested all three of them, and the jetpack was the fastest, so that's what I'm using. But we only got 30. Beautiful place. Thank you. Let's see. If I were in Kentucky and want to explore Civil War historical places, you can park in the second driveway along the. You want to hook up? Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Dustin. And 10 minutes from General Patton's Museum. Is everybody breaking up? Sheila said we were breaking up, but I'm using the jetpack, so the jetpack was fairly fast. And but anyway, I'll give everybody a look around here. Beautiful skies there. Oh, this is just awesome. All right, I'm going to flip the camera so everybody can see. Oscar says we're doing well. Okay, so there's the flip. And we're at a national, what do we call this? A national conservation area. So it's outside of BLM. Hey, Benny's here, and Briar Rose, just a smidge breakup, but that's it. Well, yeah, you get that with the live feeds, especially when we're so far out in the nowhere land. We're 11 miles from the highway. And Stephanie says, storms all over the place. So I guess that we're heading west, and it is. And the first thing that we can't find is water. We planned out the trip pretty well. What I tried to do was find truck stops and rest areas along our route, and we got into New Mexico, and the rest areas had water, and everything's going good. Well, then it was the 25 miles. How high is it here? I think we're at 8,000 feet, but I got to confirm that. So please don't quote me on that just yet. But I think we're at 8,000 feet. My ears keep popping. So anyway, here, absolutely. So anyway, back to the, well, the rest area that we were going to stop at 25 miles from here, that should have had water, was closed, which, yeah, of course, part of the case. And the truck stop didn't have water. So the two places I was going to get water didn't have water. So we're going to have to go hunting around for water. Right now, we got 5 gallons of drinking water and 5 gallons miscellaneous water. So we got 10 gallons. Carolyn says, let's just see how long it lasts, which is not a bad idea. We'll give that a try. We can only stay a week at this place, so we might be able to actually make it. And then when we leave here, you know, find a and clean up, and it may not be too bad. Just got to watch our dishes. The dishes is, we won't do any laundry, so the dishes will be the hardest thing, and cleaning up will be the hardest thing. Michelle says hello, and Jenny says hello, Rob. That place looks beautiful. Yeah, it's 82 degrees here. When you went down on the highway, on Highway 40, when you went down, it would get up into the mid 90s, and then you start to climb the hills again, and it'd get up in the low 80s. So, you know, 80's tolerable. I think we can do 80. And without getting a long explanation, I got a video coming out shortly. We got a new generator. The old one I goofed up, so I had to get a new generator. So we're going to test that out while we're here. But it's a champion, just like the old one. Let's see. Better get some water. Well, I mean, I'm not too worried about it as long as we got drinking water. I mean, we won't get ourselves so low that we can't survive. 10 gallons. We know that drinking, well, we got 5 gallons of drinking water, and we know that can last a couple days. So, yeah, I mean, we're just going to say, maybe I spoke out of turn, because now everybody's upset that I'm not going to get water. Yeah, we'll probably end up getting water. My point was, we're only going to be here a week. Let me rephrase this whole thing. We're only going to be here a week. So we got 10 gallons. We're going to see how long that lasts, and then make some decisions based on that. Whether we go get water, come back, you know, those kind of things. And no, I can clean up. But anyway, I didn't mean to get off on the disgusting part of the water challenges. I like shaded picnic areas. Well, so do I. That's why we've been on the East Coast for the last 2 years. Because there's no shade in the desert. And we'll have to go get some tanning lotion. But I just wanted to get out here so we can do the live feed. I almost didn't make it. I mean, we got here 5 minutes before the live feed was supposed to start. Let's see. Frack it, drill on generator 24, no, not for solar. I'm not sure what that means, Mark. Any boondocking at hunting area parking? Any boondocking at hunting area parking? I'm not sure what that means. You're going to need more water. Looks nice there. Kathleen, hi Kathleen. Well, good to see you. Any snakes there? Well, we saw a dead snake on the road. It was a copperhead, or no, copperhead. See, you can tell I'm from Missouri. Copperhead. No, it was a rattlesnake, a dead rattlesnake on the road. I can't get too far away from the truck, otherwise I'd walk around. The jetpack is in there. And I didn't have a lot of time to do experiments whether I could walk around with the jetpack, so. Hey, good to see you. Hey, good to see you too, Bob. And Briar Rose, only a good snake is a dead snake. But look, here's the thing about water, guys. I mean, this is one of the reasons I have been so not coming out west. You know, all the YouTubers, and I'm really going to, because now I'm here, I can complain. You know, all the YouTubers come out west. And, you know, the biggest YouTuber, he doesn't even drink water. He drinks Pepsi, or Diet Pepsi or something. So, but I kept saying, no, we're going to need water. We're going to need water. And, you know, I bet 10 times a day. So, well, as a matter of fact, I bet 6 times just today. Someone says, you need to go out west. The weather's better there and all that. Well, you know, weather might be better, but you don't have any water. So, water's going to be a challenge, just as I expected. Did you say Where you are? Yeah, I'm near Grants, New Mexico. I may have missed it. Yeah, I'm Grants, New Mexico. Where there is one router, look for another one nearby. Michelle there in New Mexico, thanks. I need no stinking water. Yeah. Benny, hey Rob, ever do any fishing? Where you're at? No. It would cost way too much to do any fishing. You got to understand. You know, I'm a Missouri resident, so every state you go in, you got to buy an out-of-state fishing license, which can get pretty expensive. So no, and we'd have to carry the gear, and there's just no room for gear. Highway 40, yep, on Highway 40. Been watching your live feeds after you made it. Well, thank you very much, Kathleen. My Chihuahua mixed dispatch. Any gopher snakes? There you go. Hello, Bob, how are you? Well, we got 57 people here. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen because the sunlight's so bright, so I apologize. And I'm still wound up from this drive. Man, the drive was just insane. Trying to keep my transmission temperature below 165. I never got above 165. So, you know, I like to keep it in the 150s. But once I heard it, you know, the wind was just so hard. Well, we passed the campground, so we had to go 5 miles up the highway and turn around and come back. And when we had that tailwind, wow, that was awesome. Oh man, it was like we put up our sails so anyway, the whole trip going west, we were doing 55 miles an hour, and there were times we were doing 45, you know, got the flashers on and creeping along. Just watched a video about, yeah, the human poop, I get it, yeah. Lori Dunn. Good topic, well, thank you very much. 57. Yeah, I got 64. Well, the West makes your hair look shiny. Oh yeah, I'm beautiful. All blonde hair now. How you doing, Dennis? And just west of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, Albuquerque's about 70 miles. Yeah. Go back to Texas. You know, it's not a bad idea. There's water in Texas. It's hot there. Yeah, I think it's 83 here. It's not too bad. Walking will help with distress. Yeah, you know, you get that vibration after so many miles, and you're all wound up. So I can't walk too far from the camper though, because my jetpack's in there. See, normally when I do a live feed, I'll walk around with the jetpack, and then I'll do speed tests, make sure that I have enough upload speed to do a live feed. Well, I got here 5 minutes before, so I didn't have time to walk around to check to make sure that we had a good signal everywhere. So now I got to stay close to the camper because the jetpack's inside the camper. Samuel says, hello, 330 miles away from, way at the bottom of CO in Trinidad. Hello, Dare. What's the nighttime temps going to be like? Well, last time I checked, they were going to be in the 50s. But that was about a week ago. I also did an average temperature. I was very satisfied with the temperatures here. So yeah, I think 50s and high 70s, low 80s for daytime temps. Was it you that said you don't like camping at Walmart? Yeah, I don't camp at Walmart. No, I mean, it's not camping. I mean, I don't even understand the concept. Nomad's going from one Walmart to another. I don't understand the concept. Why you do that? Now, I have stopped at rest areas before, but, you know, that's a tax-funded thing, so I just don't understand the Walmart thing. I don't get it, you know. And then so many of them are shutting them down now because of all the nomadic stuff. You used to refuel at Gallup on flights from the coast of Iowa. Post. Well, thank you. Is the bathrooms in the background? Yeah, there's a bathroom there. With trash. Bear-proof. So I guess there's bears here. You're pretty far south of New Mexico. You're pretty far south. And I believe I'm right in the middle. Pretty far west, but I think I'm right in the middle. Looks nice there. Yeah, I think south. I mean, I don't think I'm south. I think I'm right in the middle of New Mexico. How are your new tires working out? Oh, great. They're perfect. Love them. The alignment seems to be doing well. What else did we have done? Oh, yeah, we had to get a new generator. I haven't tested that yet. In Gallup, Route 66 had my new tire blow out. Ouch. That would be terrible. Yeah, I-40 is more middle. Yeah, I think we're more in the middle of the state. Excuse me. I mean, I haven't really researched much else. Excuse me, I gotta get some water, sorry. Oh, here's some. I like to visit the desert, but I don't think I'd like to stay more than a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm not even sure what this is. I guess it's desert. So, as long as it doesn't get too hot and we can find water. You're looking happy. Safe travels. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Good to see you, Judy. I'm directionally challenged, so I won't even weigh in on how far south you may be or not. Okay. No Fear says, didn't finish my erroneous here, so killing the night at Walmart off to the parts unknown tomorrow. Are you, Carolyn, enjoying the desert? Well, we just got here, 5 minutes ago. Can I get a woohoo? There you go, woohoo for the $2. Now, I don't understand what the woohoo is, but there you go, woohoo. Can everybody give Bob a woohoo, please? You still on schedule for the North Rim? Yeah, next week. Well, no, not next, 2 weeks. Let's see. So we'll stay a week here. We'll go to another campground for a week, and then we'll go to North Rim. Yep, right on schedule. It'll be right around January or July 1st. Nice colors there, Rob. Yeah, it's real pretty. Water's going to be a challenge. You know, it's going to get more expensive here because if we had to go to Walmart and buy it, you know, that's 29 cents a gallon, 30 cents a gallon. That's pretty expensive. So, you know, all the time, I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years. And after 2 years, you learn how to research an area. And I kept saying, my research is not coming up with good information like it does out east. And everybody kept saying I was wrong. Don't knock it until you try it, they would say it. They would say, well, here I am, I'm trying it. And I'm telling you, it's exactly what I thought. It's just going to be one challenge after another. Maybe it's not technically desert, but it sure looks like it from perspective of Kentucky. I agree, yeah, there's not much trees. I'm not sure what it is. It's a conservation area, national conservation area. That's all I know. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of say it's a mix between desert and grasslands. When we were in South Dakota, the grasslands had brought off this real sweet smell. It's the same smell here. So I would say it's a mix between desert and grasslands. Are you the only ones there? No, there's a few others. Yep, you worried about me. Let's see. Yep, you worried about North Rim when you called me. Yeah, I just knew anything past Texas was. I mean, I spent 6 months researching this trip, and in 6 months I didn't come up with a good answer on what we were going to do about water. So my answer was go to truck stops and rest areas. Well, my answer failed because the truck stop didn't have water and the rest area was closed. So it's going to be a challenge. Better late than never, I guess. Hello, Danny. National Forest, what, in Pennsylvania? If you draw a turtle design in the dirt and dance around it chanting, it should rain, yeah. It might do that, yeah. Well, last night, we had a tornado warning. About, I would say 5 miles west of us, a tornado came through. So Carolyn and I went to an under-road drainage pipe, you know, one of those big, huge ones, and we stood in there. You know, we had the hail and the whole deal, so. Yes. Allegheny National Forest. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I've never researched Pennsylvania. Look at this. I know my subscribers so well. I know where you're from. So yeah, I've never researched Pennsylvania. How cool is it in the camper? Is it usually in the camper? I mean, we're pretty comfortable in it. We have a fan. I mean, it can only get as cool as it is outside, but it does all right. I mean, the white reflects pretty well. Flesh-eating bacteria in the water is where I usually go. Oh yeah. Make sure you boil your water. Be careful of scorpions. Yeah, there's a lot of things we got to be careful of. Rattlesnakes, scorpions, desert, no water. But I am here. I've made it here, and now when I say don't go west because it's going to be tough living for everybody, now I can actually say it. September, good to see you. Hello. So we'll have to go search out some water. I mean, that's just kind of the theme today. It was frustrating. You search out for 6 months what your plan is going to be, and you just don't get it done. And so, yeah, here's the thing, I can go look for water, do what everybody says, okay, go look for water. But then, am I really enjoying the venture if I'm having to search for water all the time? So, it's a double-edged sword, in my opinion. But okay, I'm staying up north. Yeah, open mine now, Rob. Open mine. Well, I mean, I do have an open mind. That's why I'm here. I wanted to go see the Grand Canyon, so we're going to go see the Grand Canyon. And if it doesn't get easy, then we'll go back to Texas. I mean, I'm just not going to work real hard at this when I know it's easier in the east. I know it is. I've been doing it too long. Michelle says, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. I mean, even Mississippi, Wayne, easy. And here's the thing about nomadic lifestyle. A non-retired nomad, there's two things that makes the lifestyle very easy. Water and internet. You got those two things, and life's easy. You take one of those away, it becomes real difficult because now you're driving all the time. And you're spending money, and you're hurting your truck and your vehicle and wearing it out. So, in the east, you have water and you have internet. Here on the west, the two things I need, water and internet. Well, I'm circling the truck trying to get a good signal here. And there's no water. So, there you go. All right, so I want some heat. Let's see. New Mexico, that was fast. Looks nice. Well, no, I don't know how fast it was. We left this morning at 7 o'clock. Drove 55 miles an hour and just barely made it here. Water and internet. You seem to have a handle on what works for you and Carolyn. Well, thank you. You probably have to pay for water. Water is a rare commodity. I know that, and that's what I said earlier. It's going to be 29 cents a gallon at Walmart. So that's pretty expensive. When we get into Arizona, it's going to be really expensive because when we get to the North Rim, we will have to stay at a paid campground one night for $20. So $20 for 40 gallons of water because that's all we can carry. So that'll be, what is that, 50 cents a gallon? So, that's really expensive. And that's, that's for a week to 10 days worth of water. So it's these folks that say you can come out west, I think that's my biggest frustration. You want to drop your rent, you want to come out and live in your van, come out to the BLMs in the west, and you're going to be really cheap, expenses wise, and it's going to be perfect. You're going to love it. Well, not at 50 cents a gallon, and you're not allowed to use any water. I mean, I think about that. 40 gallons of water. I would say that a person could use 40 gallons in a shower in their home pretty easy. Maybe 40 gallons a day in their house. Carolyn and I are using 40 gallons every 7 to 10 days. and it's going to cost us 20 bucks to do it. That's not cheap. So don't be fooled by these nomads living in the desert saying, come out here, it's cheap. 72 where I is. Don't stress, Rob. You buy water for this trip. You won't be making it a habit. Well, I'll be making it a habit all the summer. That'd be... Well, I mean, gas prices are higher here. Food prices are higher here. And then you're going to have to buy water. So it's going to be an expensive trip. Or expensive summer. My wife loves you guys. Well, thank you, William. Thank you, Heather. I buy drinking water, $1.25. Well, yeah, okay, well, we have the Berkey, so, you know, the Berkey filters our water. But we're not talking about just drinking water. You know, we got to do dishes and still take, you know, showers. Ever consider getting one of those small trailers to haul around water tanks? I'm not going to push the truck any harder than I'm already pushing it. You know, 4 pounds, that's what I feel like the truck can carry. And so that's all I'm going to do it. I'm just not going to wear the truck out. I just, you know, if I wear the transmission out today, it got up to 160 degrees just pushing the wind. The transmission temperature. I pull over at 170 degrees, let it rest. It did not have any water in the camper. So if I had put water in it, I'd have easily gotten to 170. If I put a trailer in it with a heavier water tank, the transmission would have overheated. I've just made a video, I haven't released it yet, where I talk about if you get up to like 220 on your transmission, you will half the life of your transmission. And then I think it's like a 240. Wayne, I can see everything you're texting. 240. I think you quarter the life of your transmission. So carrying a trailer is a little worrisome for me, so I don't carry a trailer. Thanks for all that info, Rob. Hope you... Thank you, Bob. I thought you knew better than listen to Santa. Let's say no, not really any tarantulas. It might depend on how heavy it is. More to pull around, but it's a good idea if it's workable. I get refills. Might be cheaper to buy paper plates. Yeah, I think we will actually do that. We will probably buy paper plates. We've talked about that quite a bit. The only issue then is, what are you going to do with the trash? You'll have to burn it, so you want to make sure you're not in burn bans. But here, I mean, we got trash cans, so, you know, yeah, you're absolutely right, Stephanie. I think that's better. How often do you change the Berkey filters? Well, it depends on what you use it for. Normal use, they last about 6 years. If you're filtering out heavy metals, like rust, ours only lasted a year. So what I did to compensate for that is I pre-filter it with a house filter. I've got some videos on the house filter I've made. And so I pre-filter, then I run it through the Berkey, and the filters are like new. They're a year old. How do you know the transmission temperature? Well, the truck's got a gauge on it. And if you decide to do this lifestyle and you put you got a lot of weight on it, I would recommend that you put a temperature gauge on your transmission. Hey, did you ever figure out what it costs you a gallon of water for the Berkey? Yeah, 6 cents per gallon for the Berkey. That's if it lasts 6,000 gallons. Yeah, it's real cheap. The Berkey is really one of the best options when it comes to filtering water, in my opinion. And it doesn't waste water. I mean, if you had a reverse osmosis system, that is the best filtration, but it wastes so much water because you have, literally, it produces wastewater. If you come to my house, you can have free water. I won't even charge. Well, thank you very much. 220, 240 RPMs. No, temperature, transmission temperature. Yeah, if your transmission temperature gets up to about 220, you'll half the life of your transmission. So the more you push, and we were pushing pretty hard against the wind today. You know, I was doing 55 miles an hour, and my temperature got up to 160 degrees. I pull over at 170 degrees. If I'd have been carrying water, I'm pretty sure I'd have gotten up to 170 degrees. Mark, we're talking about Berkey drinking water, filtration water. Yeah, tap water, I agree, is really cheap, Mark. I agree. I've done a video on that. We use 9,000 gallons per month. Lysol wipes. Yeah, 220 degrees. Hi, Rob. I'm glad that you double checked to see what see where you was. I still live in a stick of bricks drinking distilled Walmart water. Did you say you got a new generator? What happened to the old one? I made a mistake. I got a video coming out on it, so I don't want to tell you too much about it, but I messed it up. And so I hate it. I mean, I absolutely hate it, but I messed it up and I had to get a new one. So yeah, I got another Champion. It was it's a newer model, so it's going to be more efficient. It's going to use less gasoline, and it's a little bit quieter too. So it's easier to work on. So I'm really excited about it. But man, I hate that I messed up the old one. I probably got a dummy light, not a temp gauge. Tranny cooler and metal magnets on the oil filter cap. Well, I understand all that. Yeah, you can get a cooler for your transmission. Now, the first thing is if your truck's still under warranty like mine is, if you put a cooler on it, it voids out the warranty. So I'm not going to put a cooler on it until next year because the warranty would expire next year. But see, that's the thing. Every time you upgrade something, you have to upgrade something else. So you put your transmission cooler on it, okay? Then you got to put bigger brakes on, and you're going to have to upgrade your tires. So you constantly got to be thinking, okay, if I max it, then you got to put airbags on, and then your rear end's going to start stressing out. So it's in my opinion, if you just remember, the truck is your home. And it's your most valuable asset out here. If you lose the truck, you have no home. You just well get a tent and some good pair of walking boots. So in my opinion, I don't do anything to stress the truck out. When I see that the temperatures are getting up to 165 degrees, I back it off to 45 miles an hour. I let it cool off. I try to keep my RPMs down below 2,500 on the engine, so I'm not wearing out the engine oil. So because it's such a valuable asset, I just don't feel the need to push it all the time. And so slam the thumbs up. Thank you very much, Mark H. Enjoying Hollywood showers. Looks like it's not too crowded. Do you worry about what lies ahead and take it one day at a time? Do you worry about what lies ahead, or you take it? No, I always worry about what lies ahead. Carolyn and I just had this conversation the other day. Take it one day at a time, and something's bound to go wrong. It's happened to us too many times. So I do the best I can to plan ahead. So I know for example, it would have been really easy to go to North Rim Grand Canyon last month. Well, it was snowing there last month. If I hadn't had a plan, I'm pretty certain that I would have went too early. I'm just using that as an example. It's not a very good example. But I think planning is critical to this lifestyle. It's not, in my opinion, it's not as easy as what everybody makes it out to be. Well, think about this. Let's say you're going to stay at paid campgrounds. You have 1,000 trails, because a lot of people have 1,000 trails. A lot of those places require reservations. If you don't have a plan, if you don't plan out in Florida like 6 months ahead of time, you may not get a spot this coming winter. Yeah, the wind, get used to that in the southwest. 86. You ever think about getting a small light wind turbine? Nope. No. No, I'm not going to do what Bob tells me to do, because every time Bob tells me to do something, I never agree with it. I mean, I watched that video. I thought it was funny. He unboxes it and tells everybody, okay, we're going to do this experiment on a wind generator. And I never watched the follow-up video, but no, I don't have solar panels, and I'm not going to do wind. It's just, I had all that on my house about 10 years ago, and it was more trouble than it was worth to me. You know, I can start up the generator, bam, it's up and running, I'm having a good time charging my batteries. It's just easier for me to have a generator. The cost is not that high. You know, there's a lot of upfront costs with generators and solar panels. With the generator, you know, there's $400 and about $30 a month in gasoline. I'm willing to pay $30 for electric. That's not bad. So I'm surprised your truck didn't come with stock with a transmission cooler. I thought they were room on all trucks. Well, it's a 4-cylinder. It's just a Chevy Colorado. Good to watch gauges, Rob. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm always flipping through the gauges, checking my voltage, make sure that the house battery's charging, and tire pressures. As many problems as I've had with tire pressures. Oh my goodness. Video quality's not great, blocky and choppy. Well, this isn't a video, this is a live feed. You know, out here in the desert, you get what you get. Rob's a thinker, always has been. That seems to be backwards. Make it better and stronger, and that voids the warranty. Rob was a submariner, so you always worry about the boat surfacing. Yeah, you want the surfaces to equal the dives. I didn't see about. Yeah, he did a video. He unboxed the wind generator. Your engine has a turbo on it, right? No. No, I wouldn't buy a turbo. Those tear up your engine too fast. You're pushing all that air into the engine. The 4-cylinder engine with turbo will only last you about 100 miles. I lose power all the time from storms, summer, and winter. Yeah, look, I've done a lot of studying on engines and cars and different things. Anytime you tell a car to do more than what it's designed to do, you're going to tear it up. Turbocharged engines, you put a transmission cooler on it, you're going to tear up your brakes. Put bigger brakes on it, you know, you're going to tear up your tires. Put bigger tires on it, and before you know it, you know, you got you know, several $1,000s invested in a cheap old truck. So I say just don't push it. I really, that's the best solution to the problem, is just don't push the vehicle past its design limits, and you won't have any problems. I made a video, gosh, maybe 6 months ago. Somebody on Facebook was saying, GoFundMe, I need money. Their truck broke in half, right here, right at the bed. It broke in half, the frame broke. And they said what they did was they put airbags on the back, so it would ride, you know, they could carry more weight on the back end. And they put a trailer on it, and they overloaded the trailer. And it broke their truck. And they couldn't understand why the truck broke, because they had airbags. Well, the airbags, the only thing the airbags does is keeps this up. It keeps your back end from squishing down on the springs. It doesn't make your truck stronger. What it does is it gives you a false sense of security. Oh, it's riding great. Plenty of shock absorber, plenty of strength, and then it breaks in half. Have you had time to eat supper? No, we haven't. You got plenty of coolant fresh in the Chevy? Oh yeah, I just flushed it out not that long ago. Changed it out. I've changed out the transmission fluid. We got new tires now. Got an alignment. So we're in pretty good shape. I can't see the names. Steel Tent Adventures, good to see you. Joseph, good to see you. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm just going what I understand about mechanics, and I understand that if you push your vehicle. Well, my grandfather taught me about lawnmowers, and he gave me a wheel horse. And well, actually, Dad bought the wheel horse. He fixed it up for me. It was a great tractor. I mean, cast iron back end, huge back tires. Back then it was 8 horsepower. And he would always tell me, slow it down, you know, put it in first gear. You're gonna wear it out. And you know, of course, you know, I put it in third gear and I'd break it and he'd yell at me. Well, not yell, Grandpa didn't yell. But he would definitely explain to me the importance of slowing down. And so I just say that you need to take care of your equipment. What kind of, see, do you have to make any engine adjustments for changing altitude? Well, not on a truck, no. I mean, trucks nowadays, they're all computer driven. So they make those adjustments for you. Now the generator, we'll see how that goes, but everything I read says it should do okay. What kind of temps are you expecting the next couple of weeks? Well, it shouldn't get above, I don't know, 85 and in the 50s at night. How long can you stay there? You might have to do a cooking segment under a pavilion. Yeah, we don't do cooking videos. No, we can stay here a week. Yeah, we don't do cooking videos. My channel is about the good, the bad, reality. And as you can see in this live feed, it upsets people that I talk like this. Hey, Steven, thank you very much. Rob needs more tips for water fun. Well, no, I wasn't suggesting that, but I do appreciate it. Can everybody please give a shout out to Steve for me, please? Well done, beautiful background. Love your office view. Well, thank you very much. Man, I have a hard time seeing when I get on this side of the truck. There is a setting on the iPhone. Mine shows thumbs. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off of here so I can get some food in my stomach. So, wife and I remote in IT field, East Coast time. Wife is DBA, me in IT sales. Any tips on connectivity and lifestyle? Yeah, for internet, yeah, you got to have multiple sources of internet. That's the biggest thing. I have the Verizon Jetpack, but they just made it obsolete at the beginning of this month. So if you didn't get in on that deal beforehand, I don't think there's anything else like it, but it was unlimited package. Nothing else is unlimited. So we have AT&T, Verizon, and Straight Talk. Right now I'm on Verizon, so I can't walk too far away from the truck. It's Jetpack. The Jetpack's in the truck. I have the Verizon. Yeah, it's $65 a month, Joseph. Yeah, that's the one I have. But they discontinued that. So don't miss a payment. You miss a payment, they'll shut you down. Catch yourself a rattlesnake and do a cooking video. I hear it tastes. Yeah, can you imagine the outcry if I killed a snake? Oh my goodness. Boy, they'd be upset with me, wouldn't they? Be safe, sleep. Okay. Water's probably hard to get, like Rick's salt is there when we have ice. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody. So thanks for watching. Happy travels, and yeah, happy travels. Click like if you like video, and happy travels. Boy, you can see I'm tired. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Talk to you next time.